Hello and welcome. Today we're going to look at one of the products called structural baseplate. I'm going to show you how to operate it and what it's about. So if we just go to the folder of the files that you get if you download it, you'll see you get a material library and then you get an IPT file. So we are going to take these two files, we're going to put them in a temporary folder and then just load the material library on the IPT itself. All right, so if we go to an Inventor, then open the file, you'll see the form pops up, so we're just going to close this. Okay, so now we're going to load the material. So that little icon, materials, I'm going to click that. And then at the bottom left corner, you'll see the little folder icon there. We're just going to go open existing library. You're going to choose that library file that came with the download. And just go open. And then this would be your list of materials. All right. So then you can just save this and then close it off. And then take the two files. We're going to put this in your templates folder. So the way to get to your templates folder is go to projects, folder options, templates, right click, edit. We're going to copy this path and then open a new Explorer window. I'm going to paste that path in. And then here I'm just going to create a new folder called iLogic models. Then we're going to select both files, we're going to copy them and then paste them in the templates folder. So then we go back to an Inventor and we go new and you'll see that file available. I'm going to go create, then open it. Right, so then you can change the parameters and then go save and then save it in your project's location. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just go to Forms tab and then the Model Parameters button, and then we can start changing the parameters. So on dimension A on the diagram, that's the width A, and then we can change that. And then the model updates, and then dimension B, which is the length. I'm going to change that. Model updates. We can change the thickness. Right, and then we can specify what we want to do with the corners. Do you need a round off on the corners or anything like that? So I'm just going to go chamfer. And you'll see this form pops up, so you can just specify distance. Right, you can also say fillet, and same thing, you can just specify the distance. Right, and also you can just say none, so it's just unfinished corners. Okay, and then you can add holes. So with the holes, you can specify how many you need. So this would all be pre-configured. So you can say I want one hole. So one hole would be in the center. I need two holes. And two holes would be in that configuration. Right, and then you can just change your distances. And then that would update. You can also specify hole diameters and those kind of things. You can say 4 holes, so it would be 4 hole corners. You can say 6 holes, right? And you can say 8 holes. Okay. Let's say you have a 300 width in A. So then dimension C, which is the hole centers. Let's say you accidentally make that 350, which is bigger than a plate. So what happens, it just brings it right back down to a pre-configured distance. Right, so that can happen by mistake, or it could also be that you've got your center size, which is now 258. And let's say you want to make your plate smaller, so let's say that's 150. You'll see the holes are still inside, so what it did is it actually brought down the hole centers accordingly. right? Okay, and then we have materials. So this is a list of materials. You can add your own material to this list as well. I'm just going to show you how to do that quick. I'm just going to go done. So in the rules tab, you'll see there's a material list. You can right click and then edit that rule. And then you can add your own material to this list. You can say, or you select one of them, copy it and paste it in, and then you can just rename this, right? But what you have to do is you also have to add the material to the material library. So we're going to go and open the material library, and then you can take any material that you currently have, and you can just go and right click and then duplicate, rename it, and that name has to correspond exactly to the name that you entered in your material list, right? You can then edit it, you can change appearances, you can change physical properties and all that. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the form, and then you have an indication of the mass. So you can't change this, it's just an indication. And that is it for this model. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask on the forums or on the video comments sections. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in our next tutorial. As always, please visit our website. You can download iLogic 3D models over there, as well as visit the forum where you can ask specific questions and get the answers from the masters.